All right, gentlemen, next up we have number 5 Ardrey Kell going up against number 4 Myers Park. What are your thoughts?
All right, so South Charlotte, this is a great beat-up time.
The South Charlotte Super Bowl here.
You got Ballantyne versus Myers Park.
Dang right.
It should be a real fun atmosphere. I know the fans from Myers Park will be out in full through, and I'm sure the Ardrey Kell people will too. First look at this, you got two very good offenses going against each other, and I think the key is who's going to stop who. Just plain and simple. Just seeing the talent that Ardrey Kell had. They beat a valiant effort from Independence last week, 25-17. I think some people thought that game would be a little more spread out, but I know you said it was going to be a closer than you expected.
No, I thought so, definitely.
Yeah, and it came out that way. Real quick, I think my key for Ardrey Kell, of course, you got to get pressure on the quarterback. If Myers Park has time, we've seen it all year long. Drake May is too good. You just let him sit there in the pocket and pick you apart. So they got to find ways to get pressure on him and disrupt what they want to do. Then for Myers Park, Ardrey Kell has so many different guys on offense that you got to figure out, who you're going to try to take away and then who you're going to make beat you. I think because I know we talked about it last week. Their offensive coordinator does a really good job in just mixing up what they like to do. So I think it's a potential for another fun game right here.
Oh, for sure. I think this is one that it has potential. I think to be one of the best games of the evening. The biggest matchup for me is those Myers Park receivers versus the Ardrey Kell DBs. That's going to be the key to stopping that. I think the last time I saw Myers Park was against Huff, and the way those receivers played and took over that game, it really was the bigger story of the game. Regardless of anything else that was going on, you saw a lot of situations where Myers Park put their receivers and kind of put the onus on them to make plays, and time again, you saw Muhammad, Rooks, all those guys stepping in there and making plays on, when they were playing Huff. So even when you get another team that's a great team, a conference champion, I think that receiver DB matchup is going to be where you're going to find the key, and if they're able to neutralize those receivers even just a bit, that will keep them in the game. And I think you'll see some of that early, but as the game goes on, can they continue to stay and play at a high level? Because we know that their receiver crew is going to maintain that high level throughout the game.
Another key here, Myers Park has blocked a lot of punts this year, so special teams I think is going to be a huge factor here. Ardrey Kell's got to be aware when they're punting the football. They're going to come after it, and you got to be able to block it up or develop a fake off of that. Because when teams like to rush 10 or rush 9, you're real vulnerable to a fake in a key situation. So that's going to be a big part of this too.
Oh, for sure. And one of the quickest guys I think in the city, Twan Flip, was one of those guys that if you don't get a hand on him in punt coverage and within your shield, he's going to take the ball right off the punter's foot. I remember of course watching that Huff game where he had probably one of the easiest punt blocks I think I've ever seen, and was able to pick the ball up and take it into the end zone. So no, that is a great key, and I think that like you saw, we talk about these big games. Special teams is going to make the difference, and when you're trying to figure out or separate these two teams, Ardrey Kell may play a great game, but that part is going to be key to not give up easy points off of special teams blunders and miscues.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So definitely get there early.
Sure.
Parking at Myers Park is a challenge, right, to say the least. So if you're going, it starts at 7:30. I'd get there about 6.
Definitely. These fans will be fired up. There's a lot of talk about Myers Park getting a 4 seed. I think, if they have the opportunity to make a statement here, you're going to see that statement. Too many people were upset about the undefeated Myers Park team being seated below a 1-loss West Forsyth squad. So perfect chance to show the NCHSAA to say, hey, you were wrong. So I'd watch out for that.
Chip on the shoulder is pretty big. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.